exploring lakes, rivers, and reservoirs across the country with an unyielding goal to enlighten viewers from a fisheye perspective. Come along and we'll investigate the habitat. Much more than a fishing show, this is an eye-opening aquatic experience. Welcome to KimStricker's Hook and Look. Clear water, bright sun, dead calm, and a transient forage base. Undoubtedly, a challenging set of circumstances for any angler. This is a time to employ finesse. Key in on more definable opportunities, where bass temporarily position themselves while on the move. Your efforts may pay off with gratifying results.
Look at that big mouth.
Nestled within the Appalachian foothills of upstate South Carolina sits the pristine mountain environment of Lake Jocassee. This 7,500-acre impoundment, fed by mountain streams and an array of waterfalls, offers not only scenic splendor, but unusually clear water as well. For it's the visibility underwater which is the primary attraction to this diving duo. KimStricker, along with his son Danny, and a boatload of scuba equipment, have embarked on another adventure with positive expectations of hooking and looking.
There's fish. Ooh. Ew. Ate my finesse jig. That's decent fish. Come on up here. Look at that. Looky, what do we got here? It's a nice sized spotted bass, looks like. Yeah, sir. Decent spot. Slow down. Man, he swallowed finesse football jig. Get it out of there. Look at that, huh? Spots are good looking fish. No, I don't think we haven't caught. Yeah, we caught a few spots earlier in the year. But I'm going to continue throwing that finesse jig. That's a 3/8 ounce. 3/8 ounce with a perfect plastic trailer. Nice. You were up in the back of this creek. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Good. All right. He was just right in this pocket here. Wasn't very deep. It might have been, 15 foot of water. Let it go to the bottom. Hopefully it's a sign of better things to come. Now I'm seeing some bluegill shallow. There's fish. Ooh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. Oh yeah, look at this. This is what I came here for. Oh, Lake Jocassee has got some big ones in it. Again, they're not easy to catch. Ooh, look at that big old fish. Looky here. Ah, man. Right there is why we came down here. And you wanted my jig, didn't you? When I started seeing the bluegills and the bait fish back here, I knew that something was going to start happening. Look, isn't that a gorgeous chunk? South Carolina special. Love it. Love it, love it. But in the fall, when things start cooling down a little bit, they'll move to the backs of these creeks. Slowly but surely. And it's early fall for here. I mean, the water temperature is still 73, 74 degrees. But it is cooling, nevertheless. Look at that big mouth. Good deal. Thank you so much, fish.
Stay with us. Hook and Look will return right after this. Hook and Look is brought to you by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Seagar, always the best. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. AquaView, reinventing underwater cameras. And by Boat US Angler. Welcome back to Hook and Look. Kim has been determined this morning, persistently targeting steeper banks with a Strike King Finesse Football-Head Jig and trailer. Although there doesn't appear to be an overabundance of accessible fish, the jig bites he has found have been pretty decent so far.
Yeah, decent fish too, I think. Nice spot. Nice spot. Come on up here, spotted bass. Yeah. Know it. That's a good one. Yes, sir. Nice chunky spot. Whoa. Actually, that's a largemouth. I thought it was a spotted bass. Nice largemouth. Yes, sir. He was just off that inside turn of this point right here. Huh. Yeah, I thought that was a spot that was coming up because its colors were so vivid. And in this clear water, look at it, I mean, every little spot on them shows so beautifully. They're not pale, they're nice and clean looking. All right. Thank you, fish. Always thank my fish. When fishing in water with clarity of this magnitude, it's beneficial to present a natural-looking lure on fluorocarbon line. That's why I've attached a leader of 8-pound Seagar Tatsu to my high-vis yellow braid. As you can see for yourself, the Tatsu is virtually undetectable. Just one here, one there. But if you're persistent, you can catch them. A lot of guys are intimidated by crystal clear water like this. And you know, I love it because not only for my fishing, but for the diving end of this. I love being able to see in the water. But this time of year, those fish are primarily deeper and they're just starting to show up shallow in some spots. But it's one here, one there. I haven't found a mother lode. But I'll keep plugging around with that jig. I know they'll eat the jig. Over the limb, let it drop. Just watch your line, watch your line, watch your line. Boop, hits the bottom. A little bit. There we go. That's a spot. Ain't very giant, but it's a fish. Oh, it was a fish. He was fun though. He was fun, he wasn't that giant. Now he was near that laydown. I'm surprised we haven't caught more fish out of those laydowns. I think there'd be some big old largemouth hanging in them, but largemouth I've caught have been on that inside turn banks. The pattern I've been focusing on are inside turns, channel swings that butt up to the side of points or along the bank. These specific areas are a typical fall transition spot and offer the fish a steeper decline to deep water. Although the fish are primarily cruising during this period, the inside turns present a higher percentage location for finding a fish or two parked. Here we go. Just like I said. Just like I said. That's not a very big fish. Heck, it looks like a smallmouth. It is. A little smallmouth. But he was right on that pattern. Little bitty guy. But see how that point comes in? That's mainly the pattern I've been catching the fish, on those inside turns of points, which is a typical fall pattern, but let's see if we can catch a better one. They live here.
There's more hookin' and lookin' right after these messages. Welcome back. If you just joined us, Kim has been targeting channel swings with a Strike King Finesse Football-Head Jig. Positioning his boat in the deeper water, he presents the lure shallower and slowly works it down the break. Throughout autumn, when you're in search of fish on the move, it's wise to keep an eye on your fish finder to spot deep structure and the occasional cruiser.
Right below. Get down there, drop shot. Looks like you swam up a little bit too. There we go. I knew that was a fish. Feels like a pretty decent fish too. Yeah, oh, that's a nice one. Ooh, yeah. Nice chunk. Looks like a spot. And a good, whoa, that drag. Gotta have, that's part of the system. It's a reel with a good drag. Come on up. Nice spot. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Absolutely. Man, you gobbled. You really gobbled that dream shot too. Wow. It's in there. There we go. Nice fat belly. Let's take a look at it. That could tell us a lot. Ooh, fish came right at the camera, Danny. Almost hit it. Oh, look at beautiful, beautiful shot. There they are, beautiful, recording nicely over the structure. Oh, and the camera's staying on it. Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, right there, you can't paint a better picture of exactly what the fish are doing, hanging on this brush and stumps that are on this point. On a depth sounder, all you see is marks, but this shows you exactly what's there. The only problem is you'll want to play with this and not fish, because it's just as fun seeing them on this as it is fishing.
Upon inspecting the point with the AquaView camera, it appeared that this might be a good place to dive. So Kim and Danny secure the boat on the point and enter the water for a more thorough investigation.
Once we reach the 22-foot lip, we come across a group of young-of-the-year bluegill relating to stumps and scattered wood along the perimeter of the steep rocky edge. I had determined earlier while fishing that some of the fish I caught off this channel swing had been feeding on the vulnerable bluegills, thus indicating a resident food supply available. Although the bluegills may have been residents, on the other hand, we completely surveyed this entire point without catching a glimpse of a single spotted bass. It really shows you how quickly they come and go as they follow schools of herring over open water. They may briefly stop on structure along the edge as they pass, then they continue on their way. I guess you could say these open water bass are like Magic Man. Now you see me, now you don't.
Hey, how'd he do that? We'll be right back. This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Evinrude E-Tech. Deep Blue Coffee, dive in. And by Sportfish Michigan.
With the unveiling of the all-new Ranger Z520C Comanche, this is by far Ranger's most advanced bass boat design in their 45-year history. In addition to the performance, safety, and fishability attributes of its legendary hull, Ranger has included an array of revolutionary interior features, which I'm really excited to talk about. Both bow and console are designed to accept 12-inch electronics. Navigation lights are built in, 20% larger live wells with sliding splash guards, built-in tool holders and a measuring board, adjustable driver's seat, to name only a few. But the one industry-first innovation I've appreciated most, especially this rainy season, has been the exclusive power-ventilated rod system, which helps keep rods and gear dry. A fan creates air movement throughout the gel coat-lined rod boxes to remove moisture and help prevent mildew growth. I don't know how, but these boats keep getting better and better. Reward yourself with a legacy built like nothing on the water, the Ranger Z520C Comanche. You'd be hard-pressed to find a vertical presentation better than a drop shot rig, especially in clear water. That's why I feel it's wise to have a Dream Shot worm rigged and ready anytime you fish, just in case you spot a fish directly below the boat. Come on up here. It's a good spot. Yeah. Yes, I saw that thing on my depth sounder right below me. Yeah. Nice chunky one. Nice chunky one. Look how fat that thing is. Man. Another finesse presentation. But a drop shot, you can't beat a drop shot for when you see a fish directly below you. For a vertical presentation, to immediately to get it right down there when you see them. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Love spotted bass. In addition to the occasional cruising fish, you want to keep your eyes open for fallen trees or brush piles that extend into deeper water. This type of structure has the potential of harboring an entire group of fish this time of year. The bass will suspend throughout the limbs as well as position themselves near the base. In any case, the deep assemblage of broken wood is an attractive holding area for a passing school of transient fish. This particular tree extended to a depth of 45 feet, so I wasted no time dropping my lure in the heart of the branches. As soon as my Dream Shot reached the bottom, there it is. We found us a few, Dee. This is a decent fish. This one's a decent fish. crazy. Oh! Loses another one. But it's a good sign. Fish. That's a good fish. They all feel good to me. It may not be as good as I think. But no, he's a good fish. Yeah, first spot. He came out of 40 foot of water. That's where the bulk of the fish are. It's just finding the spots. Decent spotted bass. Look at that clear water, huh? Look at him spit out. Look at that. Spitting out bait. Come on up here. Not giant, but fat. But you see that bait he was spitting out, man. And do you think that dream shot worm looks like that? Looks exactly like the bait he was biting on. Yeah, not that giant, but fun. Well, that's all we got time for today. Next week, join us as we experience the resurgence of Lake Chickamauga along with Tennessee River guide Raji Brown. The introduction of Florida strain largemouth, a wealth of aquatic vegetation, and a prolific forage base has this reservoir on fire. Chickamauga chunks next week on Hook and Look.
Hook and Look is a KimStricker production.